The story of the first ever fuckboy I ever talked to that also was my first kiss. The story is significant because it's ridiculous and full of heartbreak and betrayal. It's actually ridiculous. Important that I preface that Mama was a late bloomer, okay? I didn't even get called pretty until the 8th grade, and that guy went to jail for murder. So, where I went to school in 9th grade, they combined both middle schools. So there's like a new group of people for everyone to mingle with. The summer going into 9th grade, I'd lost like 80 pounds, grown my hair out, and I was already funny. So people were like, who is she? Who is this? In the first week of 9th grade, I met this guy, and we'll call him Chad. Because he is such a fucking Chad. Chad, like, played baseball. He's the type that went to college after, like, breaking their shoulder and never stopped talking about it ever in their life. Chad quickly became interested in your girl right here because I literally lived less than a mile away from him, and I also had 2 legs and a vagina. So that was pretty much the only requirements for him. But I literally can't even be mad because any man that was literally just breathing and showed me any bit of affection, I was like, boyfriend? We exchanged numbers on the bus, and I become quickly very in love. Simply in love. At the same time, I had met a new group of girlfriends, and I was hanging out with them pretty frequently, and there was one girl in the group, and we'll call her Anna. Me and Anna had a little bit of a frenemy thing going on. We honestly really did not like each other, and our friendship ended pretty bad. But me and Anna both had one thing in common, and that is that we were the least attractive of our friend group at the time, right? Looking back, we are both very pretty, and we both should not have been fighting about who was prettier, but we were. One day there was this huge snowstorm, like roofs were off the house. It was so freaking bad, and so we were off of school. Me and my friend group decided to have like this huge sleepover, and Anna happened to be there. At some point in the night, we start talking about boys, as 14 and 15-year-old girls do. Anna brings up none other than Brad. And I'd been talking to Brad at this point for like 4 months. He'd met my mother. I'd hung out with him. I just had never kissed him. Anna proceeds to tell us that Brad is texting her at that exact moment and wants her to walk over to his house in the fucking snowstorm. I say to Anna, I'm like, hey, I've been talking to Brad for some time. And she literally gave no fucks, obviously. I actually think that she probably took this as a challenge and then wanted to go even more. I end up downplaying my situation with Brad because I decide in my conniving little brain, I want to bring her over there. Mind you, Brad is texting me at the exact same moment and he has no clue that we're together. My other friend tell Anna, hey, we'll take you over there. We know where he lives. And we start walking in negative 10-degree weather. That is not an exaggeration. We get to the end of his street and we're like, okay, you go ahead and we'll wait here so that you have privacy with Brad. Mind you, Brad is still texting me at this exact moment. Brad comes outside and we proceed to watch Brad finger twiddle our friend for like 20 minutes in negative 10-degree weather while standing up. Emma was enraged. I was filled with anger. I felt so betrayed. Literally, my whole chest had anxiety spots on it, and finally, they were done. We start walking back, and I get a text from none other than Brad saying, I just really want to see you. Go to part 2. I'm so sorry.